أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. سبحان الذي أسرى بعبده ليلا من المسجد الحرام من المسجد الحرام إلى المسجد الأقصى الذي باركنا حوله لنريه من آياتنا إنه هو السميع البصير. وآتينا موسى الكتاب وجعلناه هدى لبني إسرائيل ألا تتخذوا من دوني وكيلا. ذرية من حملنا مع نوح والنجم إذا هوى ما ضل صاحبكم وما غوى وما ينطق عن الهوى إن هو إلا وحي يوحى. علمه شديد القوى ذو مرة فاستوى وهو بالأفق الأعلى. ثم دنا فكان قاب قوسين أو أدنى وهو بالأفق الأعلى ثم دنا فتدلى فكان قاب قوسين أو أدنى فأوحى إلى عبده ما وهو بالأفق الأعلى ثم دنا فتدلى فكان قاب قوسين أو أدنى فأوحى إلى عبده ما أوحى ما كذب الفؤاد ما رأى أفتمارونه على ما يرى ولقد رآه نزلة أخرى عند سدرة المنتهى عندها جنة المأوى إذ يغشى السدرة ما يغشى لقد رأى من آيات ربه الكبرى صدق الله العظيم.
This was Qirā'ah, very beautifully mashallah recited the verses from Surah Al-Isrā and Surah Al-Najm that talks about the actual Isra wa Mi'raj of the Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam. Allah ta'ala give him barakah inshallah. Qulna to Rasul sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam to call Muhammad Faiz inshallah. मोहब्बत से पढ़िए सल्लल्लाहु अलैका या वसल्लम अलैका या हबीब
مختصر سی میری کہانی ہے، مختصر سی میری کہانی ہے، جو بھی ہے ان کی مہربانی ہے، جو بھی ہے ان کی مہربانی ہے۔ اب جتنی سانسوں ان کا نام لیا، جتنی سانسوں نے ان کا نام لیا، بس وہی میری زندگانی ہے، بس وہی میری زندگانی ہے۔ اور یاد کر لینا ان کو رو لینا، یاد کر لینا ان کو رو لینا، اور کیا میری نعت خوانی ہے، اور کیا میری نعت خوانی ہے۔ صلی اللہ علیہ یا رسول اللہ، وسلم علیک یا حبیب اللہ۔ ہے خلق میں اعلان کے معراج کی شب ہے، ہے خلق میں اعلان کے معراج کی شب ہے، خلق میں اعلان کے معراج کی شب ہے، خالق کا ہے فرمان کے معراج کی شب ہے، خالق کا ہے فرمان کے معراج کی شب ہے، محبوب خدا ختم رسول شاہ دو عالم، محبوب خدا ختم رسول شاہ دو عالم، ہے عرش پہ مہمان کے معراج کی شب ہے، عرش پہ مہمان کے معراج کی شب ہے، معراج کی شب ہے، معراج کی شب ہے، اور سب جن و بشر حور و ملک عرشی و فرشی، سب جن و بشر حور و ملک عرشی و فرشی اس شب پہ ہے قربان کے معراج کی شب ہے اس شب پہ ہے قربان کے معراج کی شب ہے اور جنت میں بڑی دھوم کے سامان ہوئے ہیں جنت میں بڑی دھوم کے سامان ہوئے ہیں حوروں کو ہے ارمان کے معراج کی شب ہے حوروں کو ہے ارمان کے معراج کی شب ہے اور ہر رات سے رتبے میں سوا ہے شب معراج ہر رات سے رتبے میں سوا ہے شب معراج اس شب کی ہے یہ شان کے معراج کی شب ہے اس شب کی ہے یہ شان کے معراج کی شب ہے اور تابان یہ مرعت کا اسی شب میں منور تابان یہ مرعت کا اسی شب میں منور کر لے کوئی سامان کے معراج کی شب ہے کر لے کوئی سامان کے معراج کی شب ہے معراج کی شب ہے معراج کی شب ہے خلق میں اعلان کے معراج کی شب ہے
تشهد الله وسلم على سيدنا محمد وآله وصحبه وبارك وسلم صلاة والسلام عليك يا رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والعاقبة للمتقين والصلاة والسلام على سيد الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم سبحان الذي أسرى بعبده ليلا من المسجد الحرام إلى المسجد الأقصى صدق الله مولانا العظيم إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله والكرم وآله وصحبه وبارك وسلم صلاة وسلام عليك يا رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. Bihamdi ta'ala, the very blessed night of Mi'raj al-Isrā is showering its blessings and its barakat upon us. We pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, may Allah subhanahu give us the ability to reap the blessings of His blessed night, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive our major minor sins, inshallah. Before I begin, just a few words I would like you to remember. One is Isra, one is Mi'raj, and one is I'raj. What is Isra, what is Mi'raj, and what is I'raj? The word Isra is from the Quran. Subhanalladhi Asra. Asra yusri Isra. And this is the journey of the Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam from Masjid al-Haram ila al-Masjid al-Aqsa. Yes, of course, you should say Subhanallah. Subhanallah. When verse of Mi'raj begins with Subhanallah. And as we're going to learn later on, Ibrahim alayhi salam, he said to the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam that the land of Jannah is very fertile, but very barren. I should plant trees by saying Subhanallah, Alhamdulillah, La ilaha illallah, Wallahu Akbar. Repeat again, Subhanallah. So this is Isra, and then you have Mi'raj, and this is the ascension from Masjid al-Aqsa to Sidratul Muntaha. And then you have Mi'raj or Uruj, which is from Sidratul Muntaha to HUSEIN or Adana, as we're going to learn later, inshallah. Now the ulama, they have mentioned, anyone who denies Isra, the journey from Masjid al-Haram to Masjid al-Aqsa, is denying the verse of the Quran, and therefore he will come out of the fold of Islam. Whoever denies Mi'raj from Masjid al-Aqsa ila Sidratul Muntaha, then the person will become a deviant, because he's going against the ahadith al-Mubarakah. And those who reject that the Prophet ﷺ saw Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he's an innovator of bid'ati. Again, because he's going against the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ, in which he has stated that indeed I have seen Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now this is one of the greatest miracles of the Prophet ﷺ. After the Quran, the ulama, they have mentioned that mu'jizah of Mi'raj is the greatest, because the muhaddithun have mentioned in that very particular two very blessed and close family members of the Prophet ﷺ left him. They passed away. First and foremost, our mother, the first wife of the Prophet ﷺ, Sayyidatul Khadija al-Kubra radiallahu ta'ala, she passed away. Few months later, his beloved uncle, though he did not accept Islam, according to the majority of ulama, Abu Talib, he supported the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He defended the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. When Quraysh with the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, asked the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Abu Talib there to defend the sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This support of the Prophet left him. A year of sorrow, a year of sadness. And then few months later, when the Prophet ﷺ realized that Quraysh, the Meccans, are not listening to my invitation, they are not going to accept Islam, so Huzur sallallahu alayhi wa sallam with few companions and Zayd radiallahu ta'ala went to the nearest city called Ta'if. What's the name of the city? Ta'if. Now the leaders of the Quraysh, they found out that Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is going to go to Ta'if. So they sent a message to the leaders of Ta'if, to the people of Ta'if, that na'udhu billah, a man is going to come to you from Makkah to Mukarramah. His name is going to be Muhammad bin Abdullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam radiallahu ta'ala. Don't listen to him. He's a magician, sahir. And his words, like the Quran, are very magical. And you're going to accept his religion, you're going to denounce your religion. So don't listen to him. Don't let your women, don't let your children come close to this person. Now look at the state of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He left Makkah to Mukarramah. He walked to Ta'if in order to propagate deen, to propagate Islam. When Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam entered the city of Ta'if, the children of Ta'if, the youngsters of Ta'if began to throw stones and rocks at the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. To such an extent, it is in the seerah that the blessed Na'al, the blessed souls of the Prophet ﷺ were filled with the blessed blood of the Prophet ﷺ. This was the state. No one answered the call of the Prophet ﷺ. No one answered Islam at that time. The Prophet ﷺ was leaving when the angels of the mountains, they came. Nowadays people say Islam promotes terrorism, extremism, oppression. Now look at what our Prophet taught us. The angel mountains came to the Prophet ﷺ and said, O Prophet of Allah, if you give us permission, then we will kill these people between these two mountains. We will crush them between these two two mountains. The Prophet ﷺ said, no, I have not come here in order to set adab from other people, but no, I have certainty in Allah that if these people do not accept my call, their children will accept Islam. And this is exactly what happened. After the Prophet conquered Makkah and Mukarramah, the whole of Taif became under the Islamic ruling. They became Muslims at the hand of the Prophet ﷺ. But nevertheless, the Prophet ﷺ returned from Taif in this state of anxiety, of sorrow, of grief, of sadness. The Prophet ﷺ came to Makkah to Mukarramah. Now, as soon as he went towards Haram, he went to the house of his aunt Hani radiallahu ta'ala anha. And this is where the story of Mi'raj begins. From the house of the aunt of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Hani radiallahu ta'ala anha. Those brothers who came to Umrah with us many years ago, our brother Ifzal is there, and many other brothers, Muhammad is there as well. We showed you the pillar of the house of Hani radiallahu ta'ala anha. I don't know if it exists actually after the extension, but when we were there, we made all the youth smell the pillar, they smell of fragrance. To such an extent that the Saudi regime, okay, the year after they tried to paint over the pillar, tried to wash the pillar, but the smell isn't gone. This is in the house of Hani, now it's a part of the Haram. And also another thing, okay, before I proceed, the first time I went to Umrah, I was about 17. One of the brothers in the Haram, he showed me the place. Now the Ottomans, they kept a sign where the hooves of the Buraq were placed outside the house of Hani radiallahu ta'ala. And there were two black pillars. And the brother said that in the past, when any person came to perform Hajj and they were blind, they would apply the soil of this Buraq and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would kill them. Anyway, so the Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam, he went in the house of Hani radiallahu ta'ala anha, closed the door and went to sleep. It was 27th of Rajab according to the majority of opinion. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam resting. You can picture this. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam resting on a leather mat. Now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has witnessed everything that's happened to you. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam thought the year HUSEIN. And what has happened in Taif. So, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered Jibreel alayhi salam or Jibreel take a buraq from Jannah and go and call my Mahbub. Go and invite my Prophet. Go and invite my beloved sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Now do you know, Jibreel alayhi salam, he was not allowed to enter the house without permission. He had to, if he wanted to enter the house of the Prophet ﷺ for any reason, he would wait outside and the Prophet ﷺ would give him permission and he would enter the house. But this time, on the night of Mi'raj, what do we see? That Jibreel ﷺ opened the ceiling of the house of Hani and entered into the chamber of the Prophet ﷺ. What is the reason? Two reasons. Number one is because this was not the house of the Prophet ﷺ. This was the house of the aunt. So Hani radiallahu ta'ala anha, and therefore permission was not needed. And the second reason is because Jibreel alayhi salam was commanded by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to go and to call the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam now. To fulfill the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, came straight through the ceiling. And the third reason is to surprise the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. You know, Jibreel alayhi salam was so beautiful. Okay, the Prophet ﷺ saw Jibreel in his original form many times, and Jibreel had 600 wings. And whenever he would come, sometime usually he would come having the appearance of Sayyidina Al-QADIRI, Sahabi or so, very handsome, beautiful companion of the Prophet ﷺ. And every time the Prophet ﷺ met Jibreel alayhi would become very delighted, very happy. So now Jibreel alayhi entered the chamber. He saw the Prophet ﷺ resting on his mat. Now, how is he supposed to wake up the Prophet ﷺ? Never he woke up a prophet. Because the Prophet ﷺ would always welcome Jibreel to his house after permission. But now the Prophet ﷺ is resting, sleeping. So he said, Ya Allah, how am I supposed to wake the Prophet ﷺ up? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Qabbil Jibreel, or Jibreel, kiss his feet.
Jibreel alayhi salam made out of light. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam made out of light, and the two lights connected together, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam woke. When he saw Jibreel alayhi salam, all his anxieties, all his worries diminished, and became happy to see Jibreel alayhi salam. And Jibreel alayhi salam said, "Oh Muhammad, Allah is calling you." And then what happened? Hazrat Jibreel alayhi salam, he left the house of Al-Hani radiallahu ta'ala. One narration is the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam performed wudu first in the house of outside the house of Al-Hani. Another narration is he didn't perform wudu, he just went into the hadith. Jibreel alayhi salam was there, Mikael alayhi salam was there, many other angels were present there. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was laid on the floor, he rested on the floor, and Jibreel alayhi salam cut open the blessed chest of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Mikael alayhi salam, he brought with him a golden tray from Jannah, filled with divine lights, with ilm, knowledge and hikmah, wisdom. All that was in that golden tray. Jibreel alayhi salam, when he opened the chest of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, took out the blessed heart, washed it with Zamzam water, and filled the heart with light, wisdom and knowledge. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was observing all this. And then we come to Buraq. It was time for Jibreel alayhi salam to take the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam from Masjid al-Haram to the Masjid al-Aqsa. Now talking about Buraq, the word Buraq is from the Arabic word Barq. يَكَادُ الْبَرْقُ يَخْطَفُ أَبْصَارَهُ. Al-Barq in Arab means lightning. Why is Buraq called Buraq? Because the speed of Buraq, according to ulama, is the speed of light. It's an animal made from light. And its first step will be as far as the eye can see. End of the earth will be its first step. And due to the speed of light. I was mentioning to the students today in the madrasa, the speed of light is 118,000 miles per second. Per second. If you want to know miles per hour, 671 million miles per hour. That's the speed of light. Now this is a very important point to remember, because we're going to talk about the greatness of the Kiram later on. Now Buraq stood outside Kaaba Sharif, and we all heard this narration before. Do you know when the Prophet ﷺ was to sit on Buraq? The Buraq began to move. Jibreel said, "Oh Buraq, stay still. This is the Prophet of Allah." Buraq spoke. I said, "O Prophet of Allah, you make a promise to me that on Yawm al-Qiyamah, you will only ride on me and no one else when I take you to Jannah." So the Prophet says, "Yes, I agree." So Buraq then requested, "O Prophet of Allah," and this is Allah has mentioned for us, we have mentioned this before. So place your hand on my back so that there can be a sign on my back. The Prophet struck on his back, and his handprint was printed on his back. Out of joy and happiness, okay, Buraq extended, became inflated, 40 feet tall. Okay, now the Prophet had to climb on Buraq. What happened at that night? The ruh of Ghaus radiallahu came. Yes, this is a narration. The ruh of Ghaus radiallahu came and said, "O Prophet of Allah." So this is the ruh of Ghaus from Al-Marwa came in the night of Makkah to Mukarramah and said, "O Prophet of Allah, you place your foot on my neck and climb the Buraq." When the Prophet climbed on Buraq, the Prophet said to Shaykh the ruh, that, "O Abdul Qadir, my foot is on your neck and your foot is going to be on the neck of all the awliya." This is the And now we come to the Mi'raj, the Isra we're talking about. Jibreel alayhi salam, he stood behind the Prophet sallallahu alaihi narration or on one side, and Mikael alayhi salam held the reins of Buraq. And they went from Masjid al-Haram ila al-Masjid al-Aqsa. Aqsa in English means the furthest mosque. And this is the second masjid built by Ibrahim alayhi salam after the Kaaba. First the Kaaba was built. After 40 years of Kaaba, Masjid al-Aqsa was erected, was founded. On the way to Masjid al-Aqsa, Sahih Muslim, the Prophet says that whilst I was going towards Masjid al-Aqsa, رَأَيْتُ مُوسَى يُصَلِّي فِي قَبْرِي. I saw Musa alayhi salam praying salah in his grave. I saw Musa alayhi salam. Now look at the eyes of the Prophet ﷺ, he could see through the ground, he could see Musa alayhi salam. And another thing is that Prophet ﷺ, they are alive. Now Musa alayhi salam is praying namaz in Masjid Aqsa, in his grave. And before Buraq reached Masjid Aqsa, Musa alayhi salam was already there to welcome the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. If Buraq travels the speed of light, then what can we say about Musa alayhi salam? Faster than the speed of light. And now in Masjid Aqsa, the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, the narration goes is, the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam tied the Buraq on a rock. It was circular. And this very rock is now under the dome of the rock. That is why it's called Dome of the Rock, the Golden Dome. And on this very particular rock, you can see the footprints of Jibreel alayhi salam, the footprints of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and the footprints of Buraq. You know, I was in Manchester, one of my very close friends from Palestine. He mentioned to me that some ulama, and they have witnessed this as well. If you go underneath the Qubbat al-Sakhra, underneath this, the rock, okay, there's a cell underneath, and you can see the huge rock in mid-air. Okay, there are walls next to it. The reason why it's in mid-air, Wallahu a'lam bis-sawab, don't quote me this, I don't know how authentic it is, but this is what they say, Wallahu a'lam bis-sawab, is when the Prophet ﷺ was trying to ascend towards the first sky, the rock began to move with the Prophet ﷺ. And Jibreel told the rock, "Qif, stay," and it remained in that position, and it will remain like that in the Yawm al-Qiyamah. Wallahu a'lam bis-sawab. Anyway, after time Buraq, the Prophet ﷺ entered Masjid al-Aqsa, and he saw all the Prophets ﷺ. From Adam alayhi till Isa ala nabiyyina wa alayhi salatu taslim. Every single Prophet ﷺ, they were present there. They were all engaged in their worship, in the Dhikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then according to one narration, Mikael alayhi salam gave adhan. Jibreel alayhi salam gave iqamah. And every Prophet stood in rows. And I was reading tafsir that there were 8 rows. First 3 rows for the Rusul, 313 prophets, messengers. And there are 4 rows for all the rest of the Anbiya Kiram, the Prophets alayhi salam. Ibrahim alayhi salam was next to Jibreel alayhi salam on his right. All the prophets, great prophets are the first saf. You know, they're waiting who's going to lead the prayer. Jibreel alayhi salam held the hand of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Today we're going to lead the prayer. Today you're going to be Imam al-Mursaleen. Today you are Sayyid al-Mursaleen. All the prophets alayhi salam, they prayed salah behind the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. After the prayer, they all began to praise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam began to praise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They exchanged greetings. And then the Prophet came out of Masjid Aqsa. Now one thing to remember, I forgot to mention. That very particular night, and this is in Tafsir al-Kathir. Masjid Aqsa, at the time, the Jews come to Masjid Aqsa to pray. Every night, there was a gatekeeper who would close all the doors of Masjid Aqsa. That very particular night, on 27th of Rajab, the worshipper couldn't close one particular main door. He tried his best to try and push the door forward, but couldn't move. He called his friends and family, everyone, all of them trying to close the door, but they couldn't close the door. And then the next morning, a rabbi told them that it was written in our scriptures, a prophet came last night, the last prophet, and he led the prayer, and all the prophets came and prayed behind him. And one of the signs is when they went to that rock, they saw footprints of Buraq and the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That's it. So Jibreel alayhi salam, the Prophet came outside Masjid Aqsa. Jibreel alayhi salam presented the Prophet with 2 vessels, 2 containers. One containing milk, other containing wine. The Prophet ﷺ was requested to choose one. The Prophet ﷺ chose milk. The Prophet ﷺ drank milk, and Jibreel ﷺ said, "O Prophet of Allah, you have chosen fitrah, something which is natural. And because of this, your ummah will be on the straight path ila Yawm al-Qiyamah." If you had chosen wine, and it was halal for the Prophet to drink wine because that was pure wine, then your ummah would have perished. But because you chose milk, your ummah will be on natural way ila Yawm al-Qiyamah. Now this was Buraq remained there. Now the ulama, they mentioned now, how did the Prophet ﷺ ascend towards the first sky? The ulama, they mentioned that there is a spiritual staircase, ladder, stairs, made of light. It is called Mirqat or it's called Mi'raj, one of the two names. The Prophet ﷺ came on the stairs and within seconds went to the first sky. The Prophet ﷺ, according to the hadith, it would take 500 years for a fast galloping horse to reach the first sky. 500 years. From the first to second 500 years, second to third 500 years. So 500 years, approximately, it will take you 3,500 years to reach the seventh sky. That's the distance. Now at that night, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala requested all the angels, the gatekeepers of all the heavens, to close all the doors. It's because my Habib is going to come. When he comes, open the door for him. Welcome him. Now Jibreel alayhi salam, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, went to the first sky, and the gatekeeper, his name was Ismail. And underneath Ismail, the angel alayhi salam, there are 70,000 other angels. Okay, they were inside the gate when Jibreel is knocked on the door. So man, قال Jibreel, قال وما معه, قال محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. So voice was like, who is it? So voice was, Jibreel said, Jibreel, who is with you? The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And then when they heard the name of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they opened the door. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam entered the first sky. And what did he observe? He went close and he saw our beloved father, Sayyid Adam alayhi salam, original form, 60 feet tall. 60 feet tall. Now, there's a narration that Sayyid Adam alayhi salam, he was standing in the middle, and there were certain souls of people, Allah, ruh, of certain people, full of light on his right, and souls of other people full of darkness on his left. And when every time Adam looked towards his right, he would become delighted, he would smile at them, and every time he looked towards his left, he would be disheartened. The Prophet asked Jibreel, who are those people? So Jibreel said, those are the descendants of the Prophet ﷺ. Those who enter Jannah, they are on the right. And those who are doomed to go to Jahannam, who are going to disbelieve in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they are on his left. So every time he sees his children who are entering Jannah, he becomes delightful, happy. And every time he sees his children who are going to enter Jahannam, he becomes displeased. And then he went to the second sky. In the second sky, same conversation happened. The doors were open. He met two prophets, Sayyidina Isa alayhi salam and Sayyidina Zakaria ibn Yahya alayhi salam. Now Sayyidina Isa's mother, Sayyidina Maryam, and Sayyidina Zakaria's mother, they're sisters. So they're cousins. They greeted, they exchanged greetings, they made dua for the Prophet ﷺ, and then they went to the third sky. In the third sky, they met Sayyidina Yusuf alayhi salam. And the narration says, when Yusuf alayhi salam, that Yusuf alayhi salam has been given half of beauty of the entire world. Okay, he's so beautiful. One of the mu'jizat of Yusuf alayhi salam is his beauty, his handsomeness, his jamal. And then went to Hazrat Idris alayhi salam, third sky, Hazrat Idris alayhi salam. Now one thing to remember for your knowledge, the aqidah of Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah is that all prophets alayhi salam, they are alive after their passing away. Okay, they tasted death and they became alive. But the four prophets alayhi salam, they are still alive, i.e. they have tasted death. Two are on earth, Hazrat Khadir alayhi salam and his brother Ilyas alayhi salam. Are two prophets in the sky, Hazrat Isa and Hazrat Idris alayhi salam. They said alive. I did not taste death. And then they went to the fifth sky. They met Hazrat Harun alayhi salam. The sixth sky, who was the sixth one? Musa alayhi salam. Musa was praying in his grave. Then he's in Masjid al-Aqsa. Now he's in the sixth sky. So Musa alayhi salam. He's in the sixth sky. And then he went to the seventh sky. He met Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam. And the narration is, he saw Ibrahim alayhi salam and he was leaning his back onto the wall of Bayt al-Ma'mur. Now what is Bayt al-Ma'mur? I gave an example. Imagine the Kaaba of the angels. We have the Kaaba on earth, and we have a Kaaba, the house of Allah, just above the seventh sky. It's called Bayt al-Ma'mur. And the ulama, they mentioned, if someone was to throw an object from Bayt al-Ma'mur, it will land on top of the Kaaba. Exactly, underneath. And the narration is every day 70,000 angels they enter this house, Bayt al-Ma'amur. And then at the end of the day, they exit and they will never get another chance to enter the house. And next another new 70,000 angels enter the house. And every single day, new 70,000 angels enter Bayt al-Ma'amur. Imagine how many angels there are. How many angels there are? 70,000 every single day. They enter this house and never getting a chance again. Now, one thing about Bayt al-Ma'amur is the Prophet ﷺ, he entered Bayt al-Ma'amur. And there's another narration, the souls of Muslims, the pious Muslims, awliya kiram, and the righteous Muslims, they also entered Bayt al-Ma'amur with the Prophet ﷺ, and the Prophet ﷺ led them to Rakat in Bayt al-Ma'amur. From Ummah Prophet ﷺ. And then they went further, they went to Jannah, and they went to Jahannam, they went beyond. Do you know the ceiling of Jannah is the bottom of the Arsh, the throne, divine throne. To understand the greatness, how enormous Arsh is, the ulama they mentioned the entire universe. The entire universe. Compared to the divine chair, Kursi. The Kursi, the divine chair, is like a ring in a desert. The entire universe is like a ring in a desert. Compared to the Kursi, is like a ring in a desert. And Kursi, compared to Arsh, is like a ring in a desert. Can you understand the greatness of the Arsh of Allah, the throne of Allah? To such an extent, do you know, at the moment, there are 4 angels. Hamilin al-Arsh. They are the carriers of Arsh. And the Prophet ﷺ said the distance between earlobe to the shoulder of this angel, just talk about this distance. The distance between the earlobe and the shoulder of the angel who carries Arsh is a distance of 700 years. You see the greatness? Okay, 700 years, this is the only, this is between the earlobe and the shoulder. And in Yawm al-Qiyamah, there will be 8 angels who will carry the Arsh and they will drive the Arsh. Okay? And there will be 8 carriers of Arsh on Yawm al-Qiyamah. So this is Arsh of Allah. Nevertheless, if I follow the rules of Allah, then I'm going to make the Prophet happy. And how do you make the Prophet happy? By making the Ummah happy. Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. He said, O Prophet of Allah, I have only one wish. On Yawm al-Qiyamah, when your Ummah will traverse, will go past the Sirat, sharper than a sword, thinner than a hair, on Jahannam. This is the 500 years. Every single person who wants to enter Jannah, they'll have to go past the Sirat. Some people go past the speed of lightning. Some people go past like speed of wind. Running horse, normal walking. Some people will crawl, and some people will fall into Jahannam. But you make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu gives me the ability to place my wings on the Sirat so that your Ummah passes. So that your Ummah can cross the bridge easily and they enter Jannah. And this inshallah will happen. This is the greatness of our Ummah only because of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Understand your status, brothers and sisters in Islam. You're not ordinary Ummah, you are Ummah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Remember that. There should be a sense of pride in you. That alhamdulillah, you should thank Allah that Allah has made you from the Ummah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And then what happened from Sidratul Muntaha? The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was given a platform, like a bench, made of green light. And it is called a rough. And this is faster than the speed of light, very fast. And the Prophet ﷺ went through many veils. According to one narration, 60,000 veils. Okay, and the distance between one veil and another is a distance of 500 years. And then the Prophet ﷺ went further and further and further. To such an extent, he heard the sounds of Al-Qalam, the divine pen, writing on Al-Lawh. So divine pen, writing, Qadr, Taqdeer. He heard the qalam, or some say the writing of the angel writing. The Prophet ﷺ was on his own, he felt lonely. Imam Sha'arawi radiallahu ta'ala anhu narrates, Muhyiddin ibn Arabi mentioned this in Al-Awaqir al-Jawahir. At that moment, when the Prophet ﷺ felt lonely, he heard the sound of Abu Bakr Siddiq. When he heard the beautiful sound of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Abu Bakr Siddiq, he calmed him down. And the actual voice was, "Qum ya Muhammad, fa inna rabbaka yusalli alayk." Stand still, O Prophet, because Allah is sending salutations upon you. And then the voice was heard, "Udnu minni ya Habib, udnu minni ya Habib." Oh beloved, come close, oh beloved, come close. The Prophet went closer and closer to such an extent, فَكَانَ قَابَ قَوْسٍ أَوْ أَدْنَىٰ. The Prophet was so close, metaphorically speaking, that he was closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala than two bows which are attached together. That close. And then that was the peak of the Mi'raj of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that he saw Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He went into prostration, and then the Prophet lifted his head and said, "At-tahiyyatu lillahi wa salawatu wa tayyibat." All goodnesses, all rewards, all blessings is for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, "Assalamu alayka ayyuha nabiyyu wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh." Peace be upon you, and the mercy and the barakah of Allah upon you. The Prophet remembered the sinful people. He said, "Assalamu alayna." Oh Allah, not only upon me, upon all of my ummah, wa ala ibadillahi salihin, upon all the righteous slaves of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When the angels heard this conversation, they said, "Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammad abduhu wa rasuluh." See, this is tashahhud. Just one thing I forgot to remind you. Do you know when the Prophet met Ibrahim alayhi salam? The Prophet said that Ibrahim said to me, "Give salam to your ummah when you return back." And do you know how we reply to this salam? The ulama, the Sufia, they mentioned that in salah, when we read during Ibrahim, why do you mention during Ibrahim, especially in salah and during Ibrahim, is because he gave salam to us through the Prophet's night of Mi'raj. That's why we reply to this Salam Ibrahim 5 times a day in our prayers. As-salat al-Ibrahimiyya. Now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed the Prophet with 3 things. Number 1, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed the Prophet's direct wahi of the last 2 verses of Surah Al-Baqarah. Amana Rasulu ila akhirih. The second is the Prophet was given this bashara, glad tidings. O Prophet of Allah, anyone from an ummah who doesn't commit shirk will enter Jannah. And the third, most importantly, it was Allah subhanahu gifted the Prophet with 50 times prayer. Kitni namaze? 50 namaze. Like I mentioned Jummah. Imagine if you had to pray 50 times a day. How many namaz will you have? Huh? No sleep, nothing. You can't do anything. 50 times a day. But this is the blessing Musa alayhi salam. People say, you know, prophets cannot help us after they pass away. Tell them, okay, if you think the prophets cannot help you when they pass away, you should start praying 50 times. Because Musa alayhi salam requested the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, "O Prophet of Allah, your ummah will not be able to pray 50 times. Go back, irji ila rabbik fas'alhu bit-takhfif. Go back to your Lord and ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to reduce this number." So this is the help of Musa alayhi salam for the ummah, that he requested the Prophet to go back to reduce the number. Otherwise, we would have been praying 50 times a day. So when he came down with 50 times, Musa alayhi salam met the Prophet on 6 sky. What has Allah given you? 60 times prayer for my ummah. Go back. Go back to your Lord. Your ummah will not be able to pray 50 times. The Prophet went back. 45. No, go back. 40. No, go back. 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. When 5 was ordained, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, "O Prophet, these are 5 times daily prayers. And if your ummah was to pray 5, I will reward them the thawab of 50 prayers." Okay, one reward equal to 10 namazes. Okay, again Musa alayhi salam said, "Oh Prophet, I know I've tested Bani Israel. I know the Jews. I know your ummah will not be able to pray 5 times namaz." The Prophet said, "No, I feel ashamed. I feel ashamed, I feel shy to go back to even reduce that number. And look at the rahmat of Allah. Allah first gave me 50, then 45, to all them to 5, and yet my ummah will not be able to pray 5 times namaz. Understand this, brothers and sisters in Islam. That all laws, ahkam, all rulings were made on earth. The rulings of zakat, the rulings of soul, of fasting, the rulings of hajj, the rulings of other rulings. They're all made on earth. But the ruling of namaz was given to the Prophet ﷺ in Mi'raj. Understand the greatness of namaz. And do you know, when the Prophet was in Jahannam, when he observed many, inshallah, Jum'ah, and we're going to mention more about this. The Prophet ﷺ observed many punishments. One of the punishments he saw, which is a lesson for us for today, on this Mi'raj, is the Prophet says, I was with Jibreel alayhi salam when I saw a man lying on the floor. And an angel with a huge rock in his hand, he came and stood next to the man's head and he crushed his head. And the rock went rolling away. The angel went to pick up the rock. By the time he came back, the head became normal again. The angel came through the rock, and this happened over and over and over again. Why? Jibreel said, or another version, these are the individuals who would sleep over prayer. They wouldn't wait for Fajr. Or another narration, these are the individuals who found namaz as a burden. And pray after. Okay, this is a punishment for those who find namaz as a burden. Nowadays, see how many of us do you pray Fajr namaz. This was a lesson, this was a gift to us through the Prophet ﷺ. As-salatu mi'raj al-mu'min. The Prophet says namaz is the mi'raj of a believer. Every time you prostrate to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you're taking one step closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay, namaz is the first thing on Yawm al-Qiyamah. After Iman, if you're Muslims, the first thing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will ask is about namaz. Allah will ask about namaz. And do you know, in Targheeb or Targheeb, the great Imam al-Hadith have mentioned in the Hadith, if a person misses one namaz, 8 namaz about Qur'an, I'm not talking 1 year's namaz, or 1 decade's namaz, okay, or 1 month, or 1 week, I'm talking about 1 namaz. If a person unintentionally, without any valid reason, do you know valid reason? Do you know what's a valid reason in Islam? I.e., you're so ill, you cannot even bend to do sajda ruku. You cannot even move your head. If you're that still, you're on, you're paralyzed on the state, that is the time when you're allowed to miss your prayers. If you're unconscious, you're allowed to miss your prayer. To such an extent, if a woman is in labor, this is Mahari Sharia, and a child has not come out half a year more, then she should somehow pray if she can. And a labor. If there's 1 plank of wood, okay, you're in the middle of nowhere, in the sea, the middle of the sea, and there's only 1 plank of wood, okay, somehow pray in namaz, but don't miss it. That's his people, yeah. And here, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given so much in this country. Every morning the heaters are on, fresh water, have nice shower, you've got every food on the plate, 10 times a day if you want to, you can have 10 times a day. Okay, and some people do eat 10 times a day. Breakfast, lunch, and whatever in between. Yes? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given so much ni'mah. You've got a beautiful masjid, opposite house, you've got light, everything. All the facilities Allah has given, and yet we cannot pray our namaz. How long does it take to pray namaz? How long does it take to pray 4 rakat al-Fajr? Okay, let's say 1 minute per rakat. Okay, unless you are very fast, like a Sonic, and prays 1 rakat in 30 seconds, 20 seconds. Huh? But let's say on average, 1 minute takes you to pray 1 rakat. 4 rakats, it takes you 4 minutes. 12 rakats will take you 12 minutes. And if you take nawafil out, also the Ramadan, even less. In 1 day, Allah is asking for you only half an hour. 24 hours is for yourself. Give half an hour just to pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We can't even do that. Anyway, the Prophet ﷺ came down. And he came down and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَالنَّجْمِ إِذَا هَوَى. had this verse, when Najmi إِذَا هَوَى is referring to the Prophet ﷺ, and by the star when he came down. This was not a mirage. The Prophet ﷺ is a star. And do you know Jibreel came to the Prophet ﷺ. The Prophet ﷺ asked Jibreel, "Oh Jibreel, how old are you?" Jibreel says, "I don't know exactly how old I am, but I still remember that there used to be a star that would shine on the fourth sky after every 70,000 years. After every 70,000 years, the star would shine. And I saw this star 72,000 times. You know what the Prophet said? Oh Jibreel, that star was me. That was my light. This is the nur of the Prophet ﷺ. When Najmi إِذَا هَوَى. Okay, by the star when he came down. And then the Prophet ﷺ came to Makkah to Mukarramah. It was still night left, Fajr was still far, so the Prophet rested. And do you know the ulama that mentioned that the chain of the house of Umm was still moving? The water which the Prophet used to perform wudu was still moving. The bister, the mattress was still warm. And there was another beautiful narration I read today that during Mi'raj, the Prophet wore an imamah, a turban. You should try and revive the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. At least in Jummah, try to pray, try to wear imamah. The Prophet ﷺ says, the angels, they send durood upon those individuals on Jummah who tie imamah. Okay? And the more you pray namaz, you multiply 70 times by praying namaz with your imamah. Okay, so the Prophet ﷺ, one of the shimla of the Prophet ﷺ was stuck one of the branches whilst he was moving from his own house, Hani. The branch was still moving. You can understand the shortage of time. Okay, the Prophet ﷺ, they woke up that next morning and then he told the companions, the Muslims, about Mi'raj. The verse of the Quran was revealed. Subhanallah, Al-Isrā Wa laylan min al-Masjid al-Haram ila al-Masjid al-Aqsa. Do you know the people, the munafiqun, the kuffar, ridiculed the Prophet ﷺ? Okay, this is crazy. That it would take us 40 nights, 40 days and nights to go to Jerusalem, come back, and here you went in one night and came back in the same night. They began to ridicule the Prophet ﷺ. And then they went to the house of Abu Bakr Siddiq, who was still resting, or was in his house. Abu Jahl knocked on the door. Abu Bakr, yes, what has happened? Have you not heard what your friend Muhammad bin Abdullah is saying, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam? What is he saying? Last time he went to Masjid Aqsa and came back. If my Prophet has said, he has said the truth. And they went straight to the Prophet ﷺ. The Prophet told him and said, "Oh Prophet, you have said the truth. I believe you have said the truth. I believe you have said the truth." And from that day, as Abu Bakr Siddiq earned the title As-Siddiq, the champion of truthfulness. As-Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala. And then the Prophet ﷺ, he went outside. One thing to remember, I just realized, do you know when the Prophet was returning back, he saw a group of caravan, businessmen, tradesmen. They were returning back. And the Buraq went past, this very fast, the caravan. And because of the speed of Buraq, one of the camels, this narration, began to run away. And there were 2 containers of water on the camel. And one of the containers fell and broke, and the water went to the ground. The Prophet mentioned to the Quraysh, if you disbelieve me, our caravan is going to come in a few days' time. Ask them if this happened or not. The Quraysh went. After a few days, the caravan came to Makkah Mukarramah and they testified that the Prophet said the truth. And there's a narration, the Prophet he went into the Hatim. And his back towards the Kaaba. And the Prophet look at the eyes of the Prophet after seeing Allah, he could see Masjid Aqsa. And the Quraysh would ask, describe us Masjid Aqsa, how many windows does it have, how many doors, how many pillars, etc., etc. And the Prophet was looking at Masjid Aqsa. The Prophet answered the questions. The question is, why Masjid Aqsa? The Prophet, if Allah wanted, the marriage could have happened straight from Makkah to Arsh and beyond. But why Masjid Aqsa? One narration is, do you know the pillars of, this is to be in the Quran. The pillars of Masjid Aqsa, they pray to Allah. Oh Allah, we have seen all the prophets. All the prophets have come to us. But we're still waiting for the final prophet. Okay, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala answered their call, and that is why one of the reason is he went to Masjid Al-Aqsa and then to Sidratul Muntaha and beyond. Another reason is because that the kuffar, they've been to Masjid Al-Aqsa, they know and they knew what it looked like. So if they wanted to challenge the Prophet ﷺ, they'll ask the Prophet ﷺ what it looked like, and the Prophet answered. So in order to answer their challenge, he went to Masjid Al-Aqsa, and then from there, he went to Sidratul Muntaha. So this was a very short journey of Miraj we went through, and bihamdillahi ta'ala, one of the greatest mu'jiz of the Prophet ﷺ is the night of Miraj. And the gift, lesson we need to learn is the gift of namaz. This is what we need to take. If the sisters are listening at home, this is the most important lesson we can derive from the incident, from the event of Miraj, is salah. Never ever, whatever happens, whether it's your wedding, it's your brother's wedding, whether you're going on a journey, whether you're traveling in an aeroplane, whether you're going anywhere, whether at university, at a college, or at work, whatever, never ever miss a namaz. Making intention from tonight, inshallah, through the sadaqah of the milad of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we will never ever miss our namaz. So inshallah, what we're going to do, 5 minutes for adhan, we're going to mukhtasar dhikr, mukhtasar dua, inshallah, and then there's going to be salat isha. If you can't after salat isha at home, pray 12 rakats. If you can, okay, if you have qaza namaz, then pray 2 Fajr qaza. So 2 rakats of qaza or Fajr, like that. If you don't have any qaza namaz, bihamdillah, some of you are like that, then you can pray nawafil. Pray any surahs after the 12 rakats. You're going to pray the Sharif 100 times, and then the third kalima 100 times, and then astaghfirullah 100 times, and make any dua in this night. Inshallah, your du'as will be accepted. And if you can, fast tomorrow, a lot of blessing, a lot of reward. These days don't come so often, so once a year. So tomorrow, 27th of Rajab, very blessed.